everybody, my name is Cara on Fire and welcome to a Dune Awakening video. Today we're going to be talking about Suspensor belts. What can you do with them? Which Suspensor belt is the best one to use? Let's start off with the first one, shall we? Passive Suspensor belt. Now this one's really easy. Basically all it does is it turns off full damage when you're jumping off somewhere high, and yeah, you won't take any full damage at all. So here we go, nice and high. I'm going to drop off the roof and you're going to see what it does. Nice and high, you're going to see it activates. I'm not pressing anything and absolutely no damage at all. So yeah, it's a nice belt. It stops full damage. That's pretty much all it does. And you don't get any like special jump with it or gliding or anything. That's just the basic belt. Moving on to our next belt, the Leap Suspensor belt, which is our Iron tier belt. This one allows you to have an extended jump. So for this one, I'm going to run along and then I'm going to jump, and you can see I can get a nice height and then I land back down on the ground. So you could jump about 2 walls high, which is really nice, and you could just whee. So that really helps with like going anywhere. And if we're going to do a vaulting jump on it, we're going to use our sugar wire claw. We're going to hit it and then we're going to hit the space bar, which makes us go up really high. I'm just going to keep holding it down. I got a really good power pack, so I can go really far up. Yeah, you can get some really good distance on this thing going up with the leap jump. So it's a really good belt. I'd say it's probably the most solid early on belt that you can get that you can craft without having to use a unique schematic. But yeah, you get a nice jump with the leap one. I think it's a really solid Iron tier, module that you can get early on. The other comparable belt you would get would be the Emperor Wings, and it would be in the MK1 form when you get it. This is very similar and very solid of a belt. It's probably my favorite early game. And let's just run across here and see how we go. So you got the kind of same jump going on, 2 walls high, but possibly a little bit slower. There we go. And we can't move around in the air like some belts, so we can move a little bit, but not a lot. That's the Emperor Wings. Really solid for an early game jump. And then we hit it with this, with the Emperor Wing as well. Let's see where that goes. I'm going to keep holding it down, see how far I can go up in the sky with this. And it stops about there. So it does start plummeting down quite a bit with this one. If we keep holding it, and yeah, there's the full damage. So yeah, really solid belt as well, but in the unique tier, and you can get like an MK1, MK2, MK3, 4, 5, 6, you can get it for that. So early game, you'll probably be going for the Leap Suspensor, or you'll be looking for an Emperor Wing of any tier, and it will use a little bit less power drain. Moving on, our next tier belt is the Planar Suspensor belt. I'm probably saying that completely wrong, but hey, we're trying. We put this on. It works very differently compared to the other belts. So if we jump up, you can see it holds this position, and then we can just hover at a horizontal angle. We can change any angle we like as well. As long as we're holding this position, we can go anywhere. So if I wanted to go over to this base at the same height, I absolutely could. And if I wanted to change position, I can just go backwards. And it will hold this until you run out of power. You cannot jump very high at all with it. It's very slow that way. But yeah, you'll be able to jump across distances, but not very high up. There's one reason I don't really like it. It's because when you're trying to jump up things, it's a bit of a slow jump. So if I wanted to climb, which you need to do a lot in this game, it wouldn't be too good of a thing to use for climbing. But it's really good if you wanted to go to a camp, let's say up high, and like snipe them or something. That would probably be the use you would use for then, because you could just hover up like here, like almost in God mode, just flying really slowly. Really good for aiming a weapon and just holding things out. Yeah, super good. Oh, there's one. Yeah, see, look, you could just start taking them down, just high up in the sky. Really easy, very nice. There we go. So that's the use of this one. It's like a nice one that holds you up in a very stable position, but you don't get much jump out of it. Now we're going to move on to the full Suspensor belt, which is my personal favorite belt. It is really awesome. My only kind of gripe with it is it does drain a lot of durability, and you have to repair them quite often. So flying inside my base, I'm going to go up high, and you can see we're exceeding way over 2 walls high. So I think we're actually going to have to go outside and test this one. So let's do a jump test, shall we? This is about 3 walls high, and see how far we can go. Oh, 4 walls, 5 walls, 6 walls, 7 walls, 8 walls, 9 walls, 10 walls, 11 walls, 12 walls, 13, 14, 15. There we go, we're about to run out of power. I can literally jump from the floor and go up the entire base with this thing on. Of course, it also does matter what kind of power pack you have on. The more power you have, the longer you can use your belt. If you have something really solid like a Duralinium tier 1, which you might be around about this by then or slightly less, you'll be able to leap up about 10 walls high, which is insane with this aluminium tier belt. I really like it. It's a really floaty one, and we can also do a really high jump with it. So if we hit the sugar wire claw and we hold this, I could go for so long and go so high up here. It is ridiculous. We can properly fly massive distances and go so far with it. Absolutely huge. And then we can drop down and we can just hit it on the way down to slow ourselves. There we go. We can go really high. You can jump up entire mountains, have a great time. This is why I really like this one. It's a lot of fun to use, and you can slow yourself down for a fall. I find it a really well all-rounded belt, and you can do a lot of jumping with it. But its only downfall is its durability, because that thing runs out very quickly. But that's mainly because you use it a lot if you have it, and I will highly recommend you accompany it with a sugar wire claw if you do have it. Now that belt's really awesome. That is my favorite, absolutely. But there is a Duralinium tier belt that's one up from this, and that is the responsive planar Suspensor belt. Now this is very similar to our first version, but it's really good at moving and angular. So we're going to use it, and you can see if I go in certain angles, it's really quick at changing distance. And I'm going to bring out a weapon, and I can just go anywhere like this. So again, if I need to take out enemies from afar or snipe from above, it's really good at doing that and staying at the same angle. You don't leap very high though. It's the same as the other one. You do stop jumping, like you can stop your fall very fast, which is very good. But this is like one jump, like I'm jumping up in the sky, and that's as high as I can go. So that's the reason I'm not too much of a fan of them. So they're definitely different, and it really depends what your playstyle is. But yeah, there's some really solid belts in there. You'll probably be wondering, what other unique belts can you get? As far as I know, for the most part, from having a look in here, I could be wrong, but we have MK1, MK2 Emperor. I have seen MK3, and that will be what this one is. This will be an MK3 Emperor. This is an MK4 Emperor wing, and it's the only one in this category in aluminium tier. This one's an MK5 Emperor wing, and it is in the Duralinium tier, and I 100% know that is an MK5. And then in Plastinium tier, let me just have a look down here. I've gotten a few things here and there. There is a couple here that we could find. One of these is the Sentinel belt, which we can see on the wiki here, which allows you to rapidly adjust movements to avoid incoming hits while suspended. So it'd be a bit like the last one we used, but really insane rapid movements. And it is in the Plastinium tier, so you would need to find it in the deep desert or something like that. The other Plastinium belt you can get in the unique tier, I don't know exactly what it is, but it is some kind of elite belt. It could be one of the higher tier Emperors, or it could be a spin on our full Suspensor belt or our passive Suspensor belt, or it could just be another Emperor wing that is in the Plastinium tier. So that's the kind of options that you get with these, and hopefully you find some really nice belts. But honestly, the ones I really like is definitely the full. I get the most out of the full, and when you get it, it is freaking awesome. But let me know what your favorite belts are in the comments down below, or which ones you'll be trying very soon. Good luck on farming these special Suspensor belts that are from the Plastinium tier that are uniques. Let me know if you've actually got some of the unique ones and which ones they are. If not, best of luck farming, and I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful seeing the comparisons in person. Either way, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, smash a like on it, and check out my YouTube channel for more Dune Awakening guides. Thank you for watching, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!